baseball was called the national pastime for a long time, but obviously other sports have taken a lot of attention away from baseball, basketball and football, for example. Do you still feel that Americans have a certain passion for baseball that is similar to what they had 20, 30, 40 years ago, or do you think it's really changed a lot?
I think there's a deep love for baseball still in the country, and I see that the Ripken Baseball was a kid's business that we developed, experiential when you play tournaments and we teach and those sorts of things. And you can witness it right in front of you, that the kids, 8 to 12-year-olds, feel the same way about baseball that we did. I think what's happened in sports overall is that there's specialization that happens earlier in the sports. And so you're not playing baseball, basketball, and football all that time. You're specializing really early on. So there's a lot less kids, I think, that are playing baseball. But the ones that are playing are actually playing more of it because they play spring, summer, and
well,
fall.
Speaking of that, what was it like the day that you broke the record of Lou Gehrigs? There was enormous fan outpouring. Everybody's calling you, you're nationwide TV, and you're running around the stadium and so forth. Was that like the highlight of your life professionally?
I would say there's two moments. I answer that question in two parts. The best feeling I ever had on the baseball field was catching the last out of the World Series 42 years ago. 42 years ago? 41 years ago, 1983, little humpback line drive. When you catch it, this part of the dream of being a baseball player is to win the World Series. And then now, because I caught the last out, then I won the World Series. So that's the best feeling. Second best feeling, and probably the best personal moment, was the lap around Camden Yards. I was embarrassed that the game was stopped because the game became official halfway through. And then everybody kept clapping. I kept saying, thank you, thank you. And then Bobby Bonilla and Rafael Palmeiro pushed me out of the line and said, you're going to have to take a lap around here before we'll never get the game started. And I thought it was a silly idea. So I went around, started shaking hands. The celebration went from almost 50,000 down to like one-on-one. And it was kind of cool that way. And by the time I got down to third base, I could care less if the game ever started again.
When you got to 2,632 games, you didn't get injured. You just volunteered to say, I don't want to do it anymore. Why did you decide to not keep going?
I was tired. Okay. No. I felt that there was some support that was being gone. We were going through another rebuilding process at that time. You know, when you're not going well, there's fingers pointed all over the place. I just thought it was the right time to reset it. You know, and so I went into the manager's office 5 minutes before the game and said, he said, this is it, and I came.